Today, we're looking at solving systems of equations again with substitution. Your essential question is, how do I solve systems of equations? Your learning intention, I'm learning to solve systems of equations by using substitution. You've got a warm-up problem. Solve this system of equations by graphing. Pause the video and see if you can remember how to graph. Well, I hope you tried. If you're looking at the first equation, you begin at -1. You move -1/2, which is down 1 and then right 2. So I start at -1. I move down 1 and right 1, 2. Down 1, right 1, 2. I now can draw my line out. I only need 2 points. I put 3 just to be a little bit more accurate. So as I line it up, making sure that I've got the correct slope. There is my first equation. For the second one, y equals 1/4 x minus 4. You begin at -4. You move 1/4, which is up 1 and then right 4. Up 1, right 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw your line and we have our point of intersection. So the solution to this system of equations, the point where they intersect, is 4, -3. We can substitute in and see if they work. So on the first one, is -3 equal to -1/2 times 4 minus 1? Is -3 equal to -1/2 of 4 is -2 minus 1. -3 is equal to -3. The first one works. What about the second one? Is -3 equal to 1/2 of 4 minus 4 more? Is -3 equal to 1 minus 4? -3 is equal to -3, and it also works. So the way you check your answer is by substituting into both of the equations and make sure they make a true statement. So on the next one, if you look, we are given y. Where does it go in the other one? It goes right there. So I'm going to substitute y in and solve for 2 in for y and solve. X plus 2 times 2 is equal to 6. X plus 4 is equal to 6. I subtract 4 from both sides. X is equal to 2. My point of intersection is 2, 2. I don't have to solve for y because they gave us the value for y to begin with. Okay, for the next one, we are given the value of x. It will go into the first equation. Remember, we have to use parentheses. The opposite of 1 minus y plus 3y is equal to -9. Use your distributive property. Negative 1 times positive 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 times negative y is positive y. Plus 3y is equal to negative 9. Okay, we have to combine our like terms. There's my like terms. Negative 1. Y plus 3y is 4y. Plus 4y is equal to negative 9. Now I can solve for y. Add 1 to both sides. y is equal to negative 8. Last step is to divide by 4. And y is equal to negative 2. Am I done yet? Well, almost. I still have to find x. X is equal to 1 minus y. X is equal to 1 minus negative 2. X is equal to 1 plus 2, which gives me 3. So my solution is the point 3, negative 2. Okay, back the video up. If you're still struggling with the idea, back it up. Work through it slowly, stopping the video, pausing, and thinking. You're always using logic when you solve mathematical equations. Okay, for the next one, we know what y is. And we're going to use substitution again. It will go where the y is. So we start off with 2x plus 2 times the quantity. Remember, this has to be in parentheses. Negative x plus 5 is equal to 10. 2x plus 2 times negative x is negative 2x. 2 times 5 is 10. Plus 10 is equal to 10. 2x plus negative 2x is 0. 0 plus 10 is equal to 10. 10 is equal to 10. Is that a true statement? Okay, we solved it correctly. What does this mean? If I know one number is equal to a number, what does it mean? It means that any number I put in there will work. Think about how many numbers there are in the world, and any number will work. So this is where we have the same line. This is our infinite number of solutions. It's a true statement. 10 is always equal to 10. Okay, so the first 3 were solved for one of our 2 variables. The next one is not, so we have to solve. Looking at this, you have to use logic. I've got negative 3x plus 3y is equal to 3, and I've got negative 5x plus y is equal to 13. The second one is definitely easier to solve for y than the other 2. So, negative 5x plus y is equal to 13. I have to add 5x to both sides. Y is equal to 5x plus 13. Now I'm ready to start solving. Remember, you've got to use the other equation. Here's y, here's y. Negative 3x plus 3 times the quantity. 5x plus 13 is equal to 3. Use your distributive property. Negative 3 is equal to negative 3x. Sorry. Negative 3x plus 3 times 5 is 15. 15x plus 3 times 13. 30 plus 9 is 39 is equal to 3. Now what? Combine your like terms. We've got negative 3x plus 15x. That gives me 12x plus 39 is equal to 3. Now I can solve for x. Subtract 39 from both sides. $12x is equal to negative 39 plus 3. I'm at negative 39. I go 3 up the number line, and I'm at negative 36. Last step is to divide both sides by 12. And x is equal to negative 3. Okay, now I still have to find y. But I've solved for y here, so I can substitute here and find the correct answer. So y is equal to 5 times negative 3 plus 13. Y is equal to negative 15 plus 13, which is equal to negative 2. So my solution is that point. Negative 3, 2. These will intersect at one point. Okay, so you've got 2 to do on your own. Pause the video, do the first one, and check your answer. Once you're done with the first one, pause the video, do the second one, and check your answer again. So let's pause the video now. Well, I hope you tried. We know what y is equal to, and we'll substitute it in the first equation. Negative 3x plus 3, and then in parentheses, x plus 3 is equal to 4. Distribute. Negative 3x plus 3 times x is 3x plus 3 times 3 is 9 is equal to 4. Negative 3x plus 3x is 0 plus 9 is equal to 4. I end up with 9 is equal to 4. When does that happen? Well, it never ever happens. If it can never be made into a true statement, there is no solution because the lines are parallel. Remember, your system of equations, your solution is the point or points in common. Okay, so now pause the video again and see if you can do the last one on your own. Well, the first thing you had to do was solve for one of the two for x or y. The first one is definitely the one to use. So, negative 5x plus y is equal to negative 2. I'm going to add 5x to both sides. Y is equal to 5x minus 2. Now I can solve. I'm going to put this expression into the second equation. Remember, you have to use parentheses. So negative 3x plus 6 times 5x minus 2 is equal to negative 12. Use your distributive property. Negative 3x plus 6 times 5x is 30x minus 6 times 2 is 12 is equal to negative 12. Okay, negative 3x plus 30x is 27x minus 12 is equal to 12. Okay, that should be a negative 12. So I'm going to add 12 to both sides. $27x is equal to 0. Divide by 27 and x is equal to 0. Okay, I've got to find y. So I'll use this equation where I've actually solved for y. Y is equal to 5x minus 2. Y is equal to 5 times 0 minus 2. Y is equal to 0 minus 2, which is equal to negative 2. So my solution is the point 0, negative 2. So how do you know you're successful? You know you're successful when you can solve systems of equations by using substitution. We are solving systems with substitution.